Alright guys, welcome back. This is your Ice Dragon Rayron. We got another episode of Kerbal Space Program. And on this episode, our main goal is to get into orbit. To see if we can get in orbit and kind of with a bonus mission of can we get back to Kerbin safely. Now, I do have to confess, I have been practicing between episode 1 and 2. Just try to get the basics down of orbiting and trying to get into space. And learn a few things. So we're going to go ahead and resume our saved. We're going to do for Icey Kind. Let's go ahead and load for episode 2. But yeah, I have been practicing a little bit. Getting the orbit down, getting the basic mechanics down. And we're going to go from there. So we're going to go back to our vehicle assembly. And we're going to go ahead and build basically our version 2. So we're going to open this guy up. And then for Icey Kind, we have Snowy 1. So we're going to go ahead and load that one. Alright, so this is the one that got us into space. So we're going to go ahead and name this Icey 2. Or, excuse me, Snowy 2. And we're going to do some modifications here, because there's a few things that I've learned. So we're going to go ahead and take this guy, bring him down. Go ahead and bring this guy up a little bit. So what we're gonna do, let's see, what parts do we have here. This is our incline stabilizer, remote guidance units. Okay. Do we have monopropellants? This is incline stabilizer. Okay. So first thing we want to do is we want to get our first stage rocket built here. So we're going to find, let's see here. Let's go to fuel tanks. Let's go to, where is it? I'm trying to find the fuel tank that I like to use. Is it this one? We can try that one, but I feel like we're gonna need. Yeah, we can try it. Okay, I want to keep this down here. Let's see here. Let's zoom out. What is our main? Is it this one? It's our separation unit. Auto snapping is not wanting to cooperate with me. There we go. What is going on here? There we go. There we go. Alright, let's see here. What is this? This is a remote guidance unit. Advanced incline stabilizer. So we want to keep that there. Okay, we want a separator. Okay. Where's our separators? I got another one somewhere floating around. Maybe I don't. Okay. So command and control. A few things I want to do now to up here. So one thing that I usually have like all of the equipment on the nose, but that's something that I don't want to do. What I want to do is actually put a docking port on here. Let's see here. Parachute. Let's go to docking. Okay, put the docking. It's not connected to the rest. This is one thing I don't like about this, is that you gotta kind of snap it all together. There we go. Okay, now there's a couple things I want to do up here. We gotta put the SAS system thrusters. And I want to do it 4-way. So that way we have control of the craft. I'll probably put it down here. I'll put the smaller RCS up here. Okay, and then some other things I want to do. Oh, this is a separation right here. Can I not have that? Okay, we're gonna get rid of that for right now. What is this? This is our fuel tank. I don't want... Okay, we're gonna modify this just a tad, because I want all my important pieces here. Okay, so that is that. Okay, so we want to have our fuel tank, which we want monopropellant, which is our RCS fuel tank. Yep, monopropellant. That's right. I don't want it too big. That's better. Okay, so now we can put that there. Monopropellant command. We can get rid of you. We can get rid of you. Okay. And I think we're good to put another separation right there. Oops. Bring this up a little bit. Let's make sure we're saving it. Okay, so that's our first stage, and then we need a second stage to go in here because we want to get into orbit. So now we need another engine. So let's go ahead and find ourselves a decent engine. That's too big. What about this guy? That's maybe a little too big. Let's try that one. Let's grab a fuel tank. Okay, that should be good. Connect it to that. Okay, kind of crazy looking, but yeah, we'll try it. So the next thing I would like to do is, now I just want to get like our basics. We need to get a battery. So let's go to our utilities. Let's grab some. I also want to grab. Put a 2-way here. Just some ladders here. Because right now we're going unmanned, but eventually we want to have Kerbals flying this thing. Because we want to explore, that's the whole point. So now we need to go to, we do want a communications device. I don't want 2, just want 1. Let's see, let's put kind of... let's put it right here. I know it looks kind of weird with the... Oops. Okay. Kind of want to have these two lined up. Okay. So we have a communication device. We need power now. So we do want rechargeable batteries. Now I think for the sake of saving space, we'll add it down here. Okay. And then we want a solar array. So let's grab, I only want 1 for the sake of weight. We can put it right. I hate to cover up our flag, but let's put it there. So we're gonna need There's a ladder right there, so let's go into utility. Okay. I think we need to move this. Is there a way I can rotate this? I don't know if I can rotate this. Let's put this right there, because we don't want it in the way of our docking station either. If I'm just on to realize, so we'll try there and see what happens. Let's move it over here, actually. There. There, this thing is tricked out. Okay, so we got RCS, we got the guidance system, we got monopropellant. My concern is going to be stability, but I'm hoping we can reach low orbits, but we'll see. Alright, now we got to fix our staging. So now we want this to take off. Let's bring this whole thing down. Okay. Okay, so first, main engine is going to launch, and then we want to separate. So where's this guy? Oops. Okay, first stage, and then we need another stage right here to separate the two. So that'll be that guy. Then that engine is going to go, and then we need another separation right here. So that in turn is going to leave us for re-entry, which then we got the initial propellant, monopropellant. Where's my separator? I want to make sure I'm not separating all my vital equipment here. Monopropellant, oh, only 120. Only 120. Maybe want to add some more. Maybe want to add some more. Let's try that for the purpose of this mission. So again, we just want to get into low Earth orbit, get into an orbit, and then the bonus mission of coming back. That is the mission. Okay. So we got our orbital test bed. Let's go ahead and let's launch this bad boy. See what happens. Let's see what happens. Okie dokie. Alright, so here we are. So a couple things to note about this. The shift and control allows me to fine tune my throttle. I was realizing that Z goes to max, S goes to min. One thing I noticed too is that RCS doesn't really need to be triggered until we're actually in low orbit. And then SAS always has to be on, so that way you can maintain stability assist, so that way it doesn't go wonky on you upon launch. So we're going to go ahead and go full thrust, press the space bar, and off we go. Now what I want to do, I want to try to adjust a little bit once I get usually around this tick mark right here. I want to start rotating it, so that way we can try to get into an angle here to give us our apogee and perigee. Oop, too much. Oh no! Nope, nope. Control it, control it. We can get it, we can get it. Oh, I forgot one thing about... Okay. Okay. So this is a dud. Oh, rip. Okay, so we can still test our other stages here. So we're going to try to attempt to go... I want my RCS to help me up here. So we're going to go retrograde. We're going to see if we're going to slow us down a little bit. We'll do a mini practice here. See if everything is good to go. We're going to eject that. And then get our parachutes out. Okay, not too bad. Looks like everything is working perfectly for the re-entry. But there's one critical piece that I forgot when it comes to stability, and that is aerodynamic fins. You gotta put that on next, because the fins help us out when it comes to control. Alright, we're coming in 121. 118. Come on, parachutes. Slow us down, please. Okay, we can kill the RCS. How's our monopropellants? We've got 150 at 147. Not too bad. I'm going to continue to experiment here. Let us extend antenna. Make sure that works. Yep, antenna works. We're going to extend our solar panels. Usually I would have done this in orbit, but we can kind of do a couple of testing here. Open shield. Let's extend antenna. Okay, looks like all of those are in a good spot. So we'll track that. We'll track the antenna, and then we'll track the docking. All right, cool. So all of that works. Let's go ahead and revert flight. Let's go ahead and go back to the vehicle assembly. We need to put fins on this bad boy for control, because that was the one thing that I forgot to put on. So let's go back and aerodynamics. We need our fins, and then I'm gonna go with a 6 design to get. I know it's gonna add some weight to the vehicle, but I want control as well. So let's go ahead and save. Let's go ahead and launch. See if we get this guy back into orbit. We can do it. All right, SIS on, throttling up, and let's go. Now, one thing I forgot to do is to make sure my staging was still good, which looks like we still are good to go. Okay, so fuel is a little bit concerning. I may want to put another fuel tank on here, but we'll see. Looks like we're getting ready to go supersonic here. I'm going to attempt to turn it over, better control. Okay, much better control. The fins are a necessity. Once we get into orbit, I'll throttle down a little bit. Matter of fact, we can start throttling down a little bit here. Now, for our ideal orbit, we want to be at 70K for Kerbal. So we're getting close, but my concern is we may not have enough fuel to make the orbits. Almost there, almost in orbit. Okay, we can start throttling down, get our RCS going. We need to quickly go into our map mode. We need to get into our EPG, add maneuver, and see, I'm way far out. This burn is going to be pretty bad. So what we want to do is we want to see our perigee. There's our perigee for our orbit. We're going to maneuver into our orbit vector. I'm going to go ahead and throttle off completely. Burn time is 17 seconds. Okay, that's our perigee. I think we can save this. My concern is, do we have enough fuel to make the orbit? Because the burn is pretty big. Burn time 17 seconds. You can see here in this red area that my fuel is going to run out here on the stage. So I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and start my burn. I kind of want to start it now, but what's my distance? See, my distance is 339. I burnt way too much. So I wanted to stay in low Earth orbit at 70K. Oh, not Earth, Kerbal, I should say. So yeah, we burnt a little bit too much there, but that's fine. This is our first attempt, but we'll see. Let's go ahead and time warp here. Let's do time warp again. All right. So our burn's coming up in 1 minute. $30 seconds. Okay, 20 seconds. We're still in the right direction. I'm going to burn a little earlier because I need to count for separation time. So we're going to go ahead and burn up now. Okay, we need to separate. And then we need to burn. I'm hoping we can get our perigee. Can we get it? Can we get it? Can we get it? It's gonna be close. No, we didn't. We were short. Yep. So, yeah, we burned a little bit too much on the initial go. It is possible, though, I think. I think we can get it. But to be on the safe side, we're going to need a second fuel tank. I think that's just the way it's going to work to get us into the stable orbit that we want. So a few things we want to modify. Let's take this off. Of course, this is not going to cooperate with me. Yay. Okay. So what we want to do, actually, I just want the fuel tank. We want to add another fuel tank and see what that gives us. Again, when you add a fuel tank, it's going to add more weight, which means it's going to take more time to get into orbit. So calculations and math, not my strong suit. It's all about trial and error. So let's go ahead, and I think this is the fuel tank here. Yep. Oops. I'm going to grab this whole thing, bring it up. Bring that. Okay. Alright. So there we go. That is our orbiter now. Let's go ahead and save. Staging still looks pretty good. Again, you always want to double check your staging. Alright. Let's save. Let's launch. Let's see if we get this bad boy into orbit. Let's see if we can get into orbit. We were close on that first try. Alright, SIS on. Stability assist is good. Throttle up. Launch. So you can see, definitely slow to accelerate because we got a lot more weight on our tanks here. Now, obviously something that I can do too is stage in between the two here. But I like to keep it as simple as I can. Alright. Again, once we get to our first kind of tick here, we're going to rotate a little bit. I'll probably do one tick before. Getting close, getting close. Alright, let's rotate a little bit. Okay. Leave it right there at 70 degrees. Let our SAS catch up here and our momentum to catch up. Alright. Try to keep it on the 90-degree axis so that way we can get close to the geospatial orbit as we can. Alright. So now we got to pay attention to our apogee because I want to get to 70K. And once we hit 70K, I need to kill. We can go ahead and start slowing down a little bit here. I want to save my fuel as much as I can. $60. Alright, there we go, 70K. So now we gotta be quick about this. Add maneuver. And of course they did it the wrong way. This way, let's get our perigee. Oh, that's at the wrong. I want to get right at apogee. There we go. Okay. Alright, get our perigee. Okay, there's our perigee. What's our perigee distance? 47. That needs to be a little bit higher. 60. 60. 64. Come on. Come on. Okay, that's going to be close enough. Okay, let's get to our maneuver burn. RCS needs to help us. Okay, it says we're going to have enough for this burn. Oh, I'm already behind. Okay. Alright, let's see. Cross our fingers. Okay, so we're racing to apogee, which is good. This is what we want. Do I have enough delta V to get there, though? Let's see. It's gonna be close. Come on, baby, we can get there. We can get there. Let's do it. We can do it. There it is. Okay. Not bad. 60, 124. So we're good. Now we just need to... I'll call it good. I want that perigee a little bit bigger. So we're going to go, I think, retrograde now to expand our perigee. Not bad. Or, yeah. They call it parallapses, but I've taken astrophysics before, and it's called the perigee apogee. Okay. Okay, that's making it smaller, so we gotta go the other way. Gotta keep an eye on our monopropellant here. We're at 136. Okay, let's get rid of this, because I don't need that anymore. Okay, because I want this bigger. I want it to get to 70. There it is. Woohoo! There we go. It's definitely lopsided a little bit. I don't like this to being at 199, but we'll burn in retrograde to get this smaller. But to be honest, I'm okay with this. Alright. Monopropellant is good. And I think we are good. Wow. Cool. Not bad. We actually were able to get our entire launch vehicle in orbit. That's actually a first for me. Not bad. Sweet. And we'll keep it with us, because I can use what little fuel I have to do a deorbit. And I'm going to challenge myself, and we're going to see if we can get back to Kerbin. That is going to be an extra bonus challenge. Now we got into orbit, we have successfully done our main mission, which is again to low Earth Kerbin orbit. And since we're here, we can go ahead and continue our testing. So we'll go ahead and extend the solar panel. And let's see if, and there it goes, solar panel is working. We are getting an electrical charge, which is recharging our main battery. So that is a successful test. Let's see if our communications are good. Extend antenna. I'm not sure how to test this. Maneuver tools, resources. Antenna idle, status extended. I can't say it necessarily works, but I don't think, since I'm in sandbox mode, I don't think this is going to be a feature. Because normally you would transmit data, capture data, and get research. That's basically the currency for this game to do other things. But we can pretend that, yes, it's working. Sweet. All of our testing is complete. Retract. Let's go ahead and open our shield. Let's turn on the lights. Yay, everything is successfully working. This is beautiful. I love this game. Alright. I say we make one orbit, and then we're going to attempt to get back to Kerbin as close as we can. It's going to be our final objective. So let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and warp here. Do 1 full rotation. Cannot warp faster because it was so low. Cool. And so this is, in very layman's terms, this is how the International Space Station works. It's in geosynchronous orbit, going around Earth, essentially. And what we're doing here is we're just going around Kerbin. Alright, 1 rotation completed. Now, I probably want to add more monopropellant, I think, in our next test, but we're going to go ahead and do another maneuver node. And we're going to see if we can get back to Kerbin. So what I want to do is, because I need to take into account the drag that Earth has, it's really hard to calculate, or not Earth, Kerbin. So I'm going to overshoot it a little bit to take into consideration how fast we're going to slow down. So, and it looks like we're going to have enough delta V. I may be able to land this with the fuel that I have now, which is unbelievably optimized. But yeah, that's looking pretty good. We're going to go ahead and maneuver to our point here. And we're going to go ahead and warp to it. Because we only need to burn for 8 seconds. So that's not bad at all. Man, what an objective. Got the whole vehicle into orbit and probably going to get back to Kerbin with it. So let's go ahead and try that. Alright, we're going to go ahead and, yep, get this into our maneuver. About 2019, 18 minutes. Eight minutes. 7, 6, 5. The final countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, come on. Uh-oh. What's going on? Did I... What is going on here? Why'd I drop out? So I'm in the wrong... Okay, that's fine, because I'm putting the brakes on. Okay, so you can see that I need to modify my... So we're not going to reach Kerbin 100%. But we're going to be pretty close. We'll probably be able to see it when we drop down. So I would say hashtag close enough. I'm going to keep an eye on our landing spot here. So I still want to try to overshoot it. So again, I got to take into consideration Kerbin drag from the atmosphere. Okay. Okay, so this is only going to be a 5-second burn, so it's going to be quick. Alright, 44 seconds. We can do this. I just want to see Kerbin. Okay, 30 seconds. I'm gonna keep looking at our landing spot here. Overshoot it just a little bit. 5-second burn. You see our burn's getting shorter and shorter. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. I probably burned a little too much because I panicked there a little bit. Because then I got dragged, so we're probably going to end up right there. Okay, we're going to take RCS off because now we're going to be we're going to start our deceleration process. And look at that. We're going to have our entire vehicle. That is a huge achievement. I couldn't do that again if I tried. The ship was perfectly optimized. That is fantastic. Alright, we do actually want to keep RCS on because we want to keep in retrograde. Because now since we're entering Kerbal atmosphere and drag, I want to make sure that we're protected. And you know, I'm going to try something. I may pull an Elon Musk here. Since I have this section right here, I may not even need my parachutes. Shall we try that for another bonus mission here? Attempt to land without parachutes. I say we go for it. Alright, let's go ahead and time warp a little bit. Okay, so now we're entering... Should be entering the atmosphere here soon. Okay, yep. Go ahead and speed it up here. 64, so we're officially getting caught into Kerbal atmosphere. So you can see we're decelerating from space back into low Kerbal orbit. One of these days I'll get it right. And then we'll start getting into the atmosphere for atmospheric drag. And here we are. So at 46, 47. What's my acceleration? Okay. Is it nighttime? Yeah, we're going to land at night. So we won't be able to see Kerbal. See, actually, we can see it right there. There's Kerbal Space Center. Oh, this is so cool. Okay, we have integrity problems, which is expected. There's the overheat. I'm hoping we can handle it. We have a bad rotation happening. I don't like this. I should have separated it, but that's fine. Monopropellant. I'm going to kill RCS real quick. No, I'm not, because I don't want this oscillating on me. Oh, no. Don't oscillate. Don't oscillate. Don't oscillate. Please keep it steady. Keep it steady. Oh, separate. Oh, no. That was a mistake. Rip. Oh, no. I had it. I panicked. Rip as the entire capsule gets disintegrated. We got cocky. We got cocky. Oh no. We were so close. I was going to separate it, but the explosion into millions of pieces. Orbital relay. Debris. What a disappointment. But not bad, considering it was a drone ship. Snowy 2 has been destroyed. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all. We'll go ahead and go back to the vehicle assembly. I'll keep it true. Snowy Orbit has been destroyed. So we'll name this one Snowy 3. And we'll save it at that. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We were successful at our first unmanned pod to get into orbit. And we were able to deorbit, but obviously I'm still a noob and I need to practice the deorbiting a little bit more. But I think if I had a little bit of faith and just let it go, we could have gotten the results that we wanted. But obviously, kind of a debrief on that. We kind of try to remember what I did wrong. So we were rotating, we were spinning because of the fans down here. So we were rotating, which I should have just kept that going because I think it would have stopped upon completion of the deorbits and got through that drag. But I tried to take control, didn't work. We started to oscillate the whole vehicle left to right a little bit or on the yaw axis, and then tried to separate it, and then it exploded. So just gotta have a little bit of faith on re-entry. But not a bad craft, if I do say so myself. Not a bad craft. So But guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode.